Hello? Ah, there we go. Oh my goodness, I thought everything had broken then. Good lord. Alrighty, okay, so we are here. Sorry, I'm running a little bit late today because I was dealing with some financial obligations. Let's say financial obligations. I had some stuff to do that was off stream, and we're gonna call it financial obligations because I don't really want to like go into further detail. So it's that simple, really, folks. It is that simple. Yes. Just trying to think. Is there anything else? Yeah. No. Cool. Anyway, welcome to the hunting party. Starting as we mean to go on, I assure you. Nothing but professionalism. That's exact. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Well, I need to refill that. Yeah. Hi. Oh dear, yes. So it's been a bit of a cluster here today. Third day in a row that we've been playing Monster Hunter, and of course it is today where everything goes wrong. Like I said, I had to deal with some financial obligations, something which I needed to sort out, a bunch of stuff which I needed to change some addresses for. Because there was some, let's just call them errors, before things got sent to me, and yeah, I just spent the past hour or so working on that. I thought it would take less time than it did, and so it kind of run over into streaming, but it's some things which needed to be done today, otherwise I would run out of time. And, yeah, so sorry about being late. Just kind of a little bit discombobulated, a little bit unsure of where I am. New tally is here and the game looks fabulous. Amazing. That's awesome. I'm glad that you finally, well, I say finally, I'm glad that you got a new TV after the last one went poof. It's always nice to get something, you know, when we upgraded, I say upgraded our TV. Our TV was being a little bit dodgy. Some of the backlights went and they would flicker, and it was making it very difficult to watch TV. So, we got a new TV, and you don't think there's going to be a picture upgrade, you know? At the end of the day, you look at something and you're like, well, this is 4K, and my TV was 4K, and you know, we're switching from one 4K TV to another, and then when you actually turn it on and you watch something that you've watched on the previous TV, or sometimes even just like YouTube videos, and it's very clearly sharper, it's very clearly a much nicer picture, and you're like, oh, I guess there is a difference. I guess there is a quality upgrade that I could have gone to there. And, yeah, it's surprising sometimes that you go just, you know, unexpectedly. Big upgrade. What happened there? I have no idea. It's just the quality of the televisions as a whole. Like, we went from an LG to a Samsung, and the Samsung is ridiculously better. I guess they know what they're doing when it comes to screens, right? Like, LG is a pretty well-known brand, but I think, I feel like they're more mid-range, whereas Samsung is like a very high-range TV. And when you watch TV as much as I do, because I do, or play video games as much as I do, which I do, you need a good TV. it's absolutely necessary because it does impact your viewing enjoyment, you know? And it's, yeah. If you've got a hobby which is visual, that uses TVs or monitors, you want the best that you can get, so what you are doing is the best that, or can look the best that it can be. And considering I watch a lot of YouTube, mostly for entertainment. Don't get it twisted. Don't think that I'm sitting there studying YouTube going, oh, that's how I do that. I need to do my streams better by doing it like this. No. No, I just watch YouTube. I love the YouTube environment, honestly. I never used to. And I'm not a big fan of YouTube as a company. I'll be honest. They make some really stupid decisions, and it kind of pisses me off sometimes. But YouTube as an ecosystem, I think is wonderful. I'm a big proponent of free speech, and there's a lot of people who would argue that YouTube is quite controlling, and they can be. They absolutely can be. But I think that there's more freedom on YouTube than people will often give it credit for. And, you know, if YouTube just wanted to go one direction and they decided, you know what, we're just going to go entertainment, we're just going to do the late night Jimmies, or we're going to do, like, one specific brand or theme or genre of content, like, we're going to go back to just blogging. That's it. You're only allowed to upload 10-minute videos, and we're going to blogging. You know, like it used to be, back in the good old days. I think YouTube would still continue, because there are still a lot of people out there that utilize this platform in such a way that they could transition the form of their content while still being informative and entertaining. And it would be a challenge for a lot of people, and let's face it, no one would actually want that. No one actually wants YouTube to go back to only 10-minute videos. But I think YouTube would succeed even if they did. There would be a few people that would leave, sure. But I think YouTube would still be quite successful, even if they did something dramatic like that. And that's because of the people. And that is ultimately what it comes down to, the people. The people who are here on YouTube, the people who make a difference here on YouTube, the people that make YouTube what it is. YouTube isn't the platform. Despite the fact that I felt that the company behind YouTube, the executive branch, shall we say, it sometimes feels like they are trying their best to take the U out of YouTube. The fact that this is all user-generated content just proves that the U is still there. If you're willing to seize that opportunity and be the best you can be on this platform. And I think that's great. I see Swill, when I first encountered Swill on YouTube, he wasn't doing so well. You know? He was on, I think it was like 250 or something like that. Subscribers, and less than that even. I'm pretty sure it was even less than that. And he, you know, I talked to him about some of the things that he was doing. I said to him, look, I think you can be a really good streamer. The problem you have is consistency. He'd been streaming for over a year, but it was so inconsistent that he wasn't growing. And so I was like, well, what you need to do is you need to be more consistent, you need to get an overlay, which I made for him. Something which brands your channel. And now he's at 700 subscribers. He's doing bloody gangbusters. He's doing really well. He's gonna power past me in the next few weeks. I have no doubt. And what a turnaround from just a few months ago when he had so few subscribers. Yeah, absolutely. Go congratulate Swill on 700 subscribers. He's done a fantastic job. And I think that, and I'm not even suggesting that, oh yeah, with my coaching, he's now a winner. No. It all came from him. It is all him. I just showed him how to make the most of what he is. And he is a very entertaining person. He gives me... the reason that I latched onto Swill was because he reminded me of, like, oldie television, you know? Obviously, there's a lot of nostalgia there because of... because he's got a very, very thick Welsh accent. He lives nearby where I used to live in Wales. And... he's got a very, very thick Welsh accent, and it just reminded me of watching Welsh sitcoms, and, like, it's all of that Valley's mannerism, you know, that just exudes charm, and something which, unfortunately, I seem to have lost over the years, but he just goes with it. He's just himself, and... he's wonderful to watch and to listen to. And from figuring out, you know, consistency, getting your posts out on Twitter and Blue Sky and posting elsewhere and stuff like that, that has become, you know, that's become very refined for him. He's learned how to, like, market himself to a small degree, and it's paying off. He's doing a wonderful job, and I couldn't be happier for him. I hope he does overtake me. I think that the difference is that for me and him, we kind of attract different audiences. I definitely attract a slow grow audience. But what I often find is, even as my audience decreases in subscriber count, which it has been doing recently, on my main channel, I have gone down by 7 subscribers in the past week, but my viewership is up. My viewership is, like, 110% more than it was this time last year, or more than that even. I'd have to check. I actually think that was measuring from month to month, not from year to year. Anyway, it was up by a lot, and you know, I've got the watch hours, but I don't have the subscribers. We talked about this before. The funny thing is, though, that channel went down by 7 subscribers. This channel went up by 6. So, what I've lost on one channel, I've kind of gained on this channel. So it's not like I don't feel like it's a massive loss. You know, I don't feel like, damn, you know, now I'm competing against myself. I know that I've got 2 totally different audiences on this channel compared to the other channel. I just find it interesting that roughly the same number of people went down from the other channel, went up on this channel. It's kind of funny. And as we get back more into the swing of things, as I start to do more regular streams on this channel and more regular streams on the other channel, because now we're going to be settling in, as of next week, to this new schedule which is going to be very consistent going forward, you know? I think we're going to start to see that growth come back again. So, before we even get into it, I want to say thank you to everyone, because it's not just about the content creators, it's about the community. This is why I say that it's still YouTube. See, I swung it all the way back around. I swung it all the way back around to the beginning. It's not just about you, the creator, it's about you, the audience. It's about you, the contributors. It's about you, the editors. It's about you, the members, the super chatters. It's about you who enjoy this content, the viewers, the audience, whatever you want to call yourselves. The fans, if necessary. And that's why I believe that YouTube is still you. The corporate side may want to keep trying to downplay the you, but I think that kind of comes out of fear. If they believe, or if they begin to believe that they are beholden to their user base, the people who ultimately are the ones making their money, I think that they would have difficulty dealing with such a volatile system, you know? It's hard to prove to shareholders that such a volatile system that is 100% reliant on externally created media. It seems viable now because there's so many people using YouTube. But if you try to pitch that today, it's like, oh, we're going to make a website that is 100% reliant on external media for people to share to the website. They're going to go, hold on. External? So you're not doing anything yourself? You're hoping that other people will make content? It'd be a hard sell. The thing that YouTube has is legacy. It's got YouTubers that have been absolute phenoms in the content creation space for years. And we're leaving a legacy for the people that come behind us. So I still think that you is still there. The you is me. The you is you. And the you is everyone who comes next. I think that's great. Until the world ends and all servers are shut down and YouTube is no more, this will exist forever. Forever. Yeah, you know. I already said that there's an end point, so it's not really forever. But you know what I mean. This will exist until the time that everything comes to a close. Everything is finished and the book is closed on this universe. When things finally end, we will still have forever changed the signal. The world is a different place because of us. Yeah, it leaves a mark. Exactly. And even if it doesn't seem like it, every single one of us leaves a mark on everyone we encounter along the way. Some people will be like, oh man, this guy sucks, and leaves. Other people will stop and they'll be like, okay, this is interesting. He says some interesting things. Maybe they'll think about that. Maybe they'll take a little piece of wisdom with them. Maybe they'll discover their next favorite video game, as I like to say on the other channel. I hope so. I really do. Because humanity can be described in a very similar way to physics. An object in motion remains in motion until acted upon by another force. We're all just objects floating through space, moving silently in our own little path until we encounter someone else. And that changes our path every single time. Every single time. And we change their path as well. Every encounter as unlikely and impossible as the next. And yet it leaves a mark. It changes our trajectory. And that's why YouTube is the platform that it is. That's the reason it works. Because it's still about you. I don't know why I was thinking about this today, but I have been for a little while. Maybe this is a little preachy moment that would work better on Aneuryn Plays rather than Aneuryn Hunts. But I've been thinking about YouTube recently, and I've been thinking about people recently. And I'm really excited for Swill. And I'm really excited for a lot of other people. I think one of the things that made me think about this was like last night, this morning, I saw the announcement for Shrek 5. And they've changed the character designs somewhat. And I saw there's some people that were really complaining and hating on it and saying, oh, it looks terrible. And you know what? I'm not going to say that it's this, crazy departure from what we had before. It's not really. But it's enough of a change to be noticeable. One thing I noticed is Shrek's eyes are closer together. And that is a thing, people have a psychological reaction to people whose eyes seem too close together. It's one of those things, like they say the eyes are the window of the soul. Eyes are something that people notice and pay attention to. So if there's something off about the eyes, quite often your brain will be like, oh, that's uncanny, I don't like that. And because we are so used to seeing Shrek's eyes as far apart as they are, in the new version with his eyes much closer together, his eyes look wrong. His eyes look uncanny. Because we're so used to one image, and now we are getting another one. It's only a minor difference. It's not even that big of a deal. It's not really that big of a difference, but his eyes are closer together. And so by comparison, his eyes seem wrong. And that's why we're very quick to pick up on stuff like that. Because his eyes seem wrong. And that leads us into this uncanny valley situation. So people who are like really freaking out about this, I completely understand why. They're freaking out and they don't know why, they just don't like it. There's something in the back of their head screaming at them, that's wrong. And they don't like it. And they don't like it because it's purely psychological. It's purely psychological. And it's the first thing I noticed. The first thing I noticed were people complaining about Shrek. That's the first thing I noticed. And it just... I sat there for like half an hour, typing a tweet, retyping it, retyping, over and over and over again, trying to get the right way of saying it, and I just couldn't. And I ended up deciding, you know what, I'm not going to speak to this person. I'm not going to tell this person, hey, what I think you just said there is very ignorant and dismissive, because I didn't think that they would care. You know? I realized that I was wasting my time. And instead, I went to my own X feed, and I wrote my own little diatribe talking about how if you believe that complaining about the minor differences in Shrek is completely worthless, but you've spent the past 2 hours complaining that other people are complaining, then how worthless is your argument? Like, seriously, if you've just spent 2 hours whining about someone else complaining about Shrek, and your whining is that they are talking about something which has zero value, then your argument has negative value. Let's be real. If you genuinely believe that the argument is worth nothing, why are you spending so much time berating people for having an argument that is valueless? Just, if it's valueless, move along. Now, you might be thinking, well, Aneuryn, if the argument is valueless, and the people complaining about the people saying they don't like Shrek is of even less value, then surely your argument that they should stop whining about the people who are whining, or the people who are saying they don't like it, is even less valuable again. But I disagree. Because my argument comes from a different premise. They are saying that the original argument has no value. I'm saying it does. I'm saying it does. And this is why I got thinking about YouTube. Because YouTube allows everyone to have an opinion. It allows everyone who wants to take part in the ecosystem to have their thoughts, to have this. I've seen a lot of people today complaining about Monster Hunter Wilds, saying that it runs very poorly on PC. Now, admittedly, we've talked about this before, I have a very powerful PC. And I'll be honest, I've had no issues whatsoever. I think I had 2 instances where a screenshot froze the game for a few seconds. And I've had 1 cutscene that jumped. There was like it kind of froze for a few frames and it jumped forward. That was it. I haven't really experienced slowdown or frame rate issues or lag or anything like that. But people are now talking about Monster Hunter Wilds and saying that they've found it to be rather frustrating. And sure, if you've got a lower spec PC, I completely understand why you would find it frustrating. But I'm not here saying that you're wrong and your opinion's worthless. Talk about something that's actually valuable. Now, I'm going to say that I disagree. I've not had an issue. But that is not to say that other people haven't. That other people haven't. And I hope that Capcom can really come along and fix this for people. Because honestly, as good as this game is, as much as I've been enjoying it, there are a few things that definitely are gonna be very impactful. Like the calculations that this game has to do. I mentioned about the herd mechanics. How the calculations are gonna make it so that frame rate might be a bit lower than you're expecting. And we went over the video with that one guy, and I really didn't like his argument and his comparisons with Ghost of Tsushima and Hell Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, and how these are really poor comparisons. But at the same time, I'm not going to tell you that his opinion, well, I mean, if an opinion is based on facts and the facts are wrong, then maybe the opinion is valueless. But I'm not going to say that if he experienced this game and he was like, this isn't good enough, well, fair enough. I can't really argue with that. That's his opinion, and it has value. Even if we disagree, it has value. And it's worth discussing. It's a conversation that I believe we should always be having. And this ties in again to something which I talked about over on the Discord. All the people that are clapping and applauding Pokemon Legends AZ. And I'm looking at it going, really? This game looks tiny. This is supposed to be some big open world game, you know, following after Legends Arceus. And it seems to be locked to just Lumio City in Pokemon, from Pokemon X and Y. The entire game takes place in one city. And it looks cheap. It looks kinda lazy, not gonna lie. People have already noted that it's still using a lot of the same animations, going all the way back to Sun and Moon. And that's not good. But people are praising it and being overly optimistic. And we should be critical of things, especially the things that we love. Because no one is out there. There are people who are haters, and they hate on things because they want to hate on things. They exist. I'm not going to say any different. We're not talking about those. People who want to be critical about a game, like Monster Hunter, more often they do it because they love the game and they want it to be better. When I critique Monster Hunter and I say, nah, come on guys, that could be better, I'm not doing it because I hate Monster Hunter. I'm doing it because I love Monster Hunter and I want it to be better. You can't make games better by not criticizing it. Nothing is going to improve if you keep going, yeah, perfect game, 10 out of 10, when it's clearly a step backwards. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet still isn't fixed. It still runs like trash. You still can't look north without going down to 15 FPS. That's not something to be applauded. That's not a 10 out of 10 game. But there's a disease, a cancer, called toxic positivity, where any criticism is hating, and you have to praise everything. Otherwise, you're not a real fan. Unless you're, unless you're a real fan, you shouldn't be criticizing it. And of course, that becomes axiomatic, because if you are criticizing it, you're not a real fan, and therefore you should never criticize. You can only say good things. And you see that, unfortunately, you see that in the Pokemon community, where the games progressively seem to be getting worse. with every step forward that the game seemed to take, they're still lagging behind other video games. People were saying like, oh, but Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is such a leap forward for the franchise. Yeah, okay, for the franchise. But look at Xenoblade Chronicles. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I've not played Xenoblade Chronicles 3, but I'm going to say Xenoblade Chronicles 3 has more going on, better graphics, more beautiful world design, loads of monsters everywhere, and has double to sometimes triple the quadruple the frame rate. You know? It's one of the reasons why I keep saying Monolith Soft should do the next Pokemon game. But it goes to show, like, people say, oh, it's not Pokemon Company's fault, it's the Switch. The Switch is outdated hardware, we know this. Yeah, we do. So why is the game that you're creating being designed for something that clearly needs to be more powerful than the Switch to be able to handle it? And how come far better games run better on the platform and look better on the platform? You can't put Pokemon Scarlet and Violet next to Tears of the Kingdom and say, yeah, that's about the same. You can't put it next to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition and say, yeah, that's about the same. It's not. It's not even close. And I've seen people saying like, oh, but you can't judge it because it's different, it's Pokemon. Think of all the Pokemon that are in the game. Oh, okay. And are all of them present with us right now? There's still more entities on screen in Xenoblade Chronicles than in any location in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I mean entities. I don't just mean monsters. Humans, monsters, trees that didn't come from the N64. Grass, blades of grass. There are things, models, the shape of the world. The more complex the shape of the world, the more polygons you use. Which is why the majority of the open areas in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are pretty flat. You've got some rolling hills, don't get me wrong, but they're not really intricate, like, mountain systems, you know? They're not caves. In fact, I don't think... Does it even have caves? Except for that one at the very beginning? I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember. I think there may be like 2 cave systems in Scarlet and Violet. And the more things you have visible, the more work it takes. The more polygons that are visible, the more work it takes. But when you play Xenoblade Chronicles, the original, you know, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, not 2, not 3, just the first one, and you see the geometry, you see the world around you, the complex designs of all of these amazing places that you visit along your way up Bionis and across to Mechonis. They're really intricate and well designed. And yet, it still runs better than Scarlet and Violet. And then people say like, oh yeah, but the Pokemons, there's so many Pokemons. It's like, but there isn't though, is there? That doesn't mean anything. A Pokemon is literally just a database. It's a database of moves. It's a database of stats. That's a few kilobytes. If that. A kilobyte. Maybe. People seem to think that every Pokemon is like, oh, well, every Pokemon is like a few hundred meg because they need to do this. No, 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 no. It's literally just a database. It's just a lookup table of numbers. That's it. That's all a Pokemon is. It's just numbers and graphics. But but the problem is that people keep buying them. They sell by the millions. You stick Pokemon on anything and people will buy it. You put Pokemon branding on bloody paper towel, toilet paper. You put Pokemon branding on toilet paper, people will buy it. You put Pokemon branding on... If you want to sell fruit, you know, to kids, get kids eating their fruits and their veggies, have them getting some vitamin C from their oranges, put a Pokemon on it. It'll sell. Put Pokemon on cheese soda and they'll buy it. Yeah, even I'm guilty of that, to be fair. Yeah. Even I'm guilty of that. You put Pokemon on something, people will buy it. Every single time. And that leads to developers getting lazy. Putting out the bare minimum. Because they don't have to try. They don't have to make it better. They put out a broken game with Scarlet and Violet. A game where you literally can't look north. Because if you do, everything loads all at once. The culling doesn't work when you look north. And everything loads in at once. And the game goes down to 15 frames a second. I don't even know why that error even exists. But they put out a broken game. And it sold millions of copies. And do you know what that tells the Pokemon Company? We can try even less next time. So blind praise of a video game because it's a series you like is dangerous. Buying every game in a series just because you like the series, rather than because you like the game, just tells those developers that they don't have to try in future. Monster Hunter is different. Because whereas I would say that the developers at Pokemon are completely out of touch, the developers at Monster Hunter are constantly in communication with the fan base. I've even seen them responding, the official Capcom Monster Hunter Twitter account responding to people's criticisms on Twitter, saying, oh yeah, that's a problem, we'll deal with it. And they, like, actually talking to people, talking to the audience, because they want it to be the best that it can be. They want every new game to replace the previous game. Because they know full well that if people prefer if people prefer Monster Hunter 4, they'll play Monster Hunter 4. If Rise doesn't come up to standard, they'll go to World. If World isn't up to standard, they'll go to Generations. If Generations isn't what they were looking for, they might go to Monster Hunter 4, Monster Hunter 3, Monster Hunter Portable. There's so many Monster Hunter games out there. And they all provide a slightly different, a slightly unique experience. And everyone has an opportunity to go back and try one of the older games. So if you don't like Wilds, it's not going to sell well. because you'll just stick with the game that you like. And they know that. Because they are in communication with the fan base every day. And not only that, the developers play the game. I've been wondering for a long time if the executives of Pokemon Company have ever played a Pokemon game. Especially more recently. In the past 10 years. Have they actually played a Pokemon game that's released in the past 10 years? Or 15 years even. I know that that the Monster Hunter developers have. They still talk about it. They talk about their experiences in the game. And for Pokemon Day, I thought that we would get some developer interviews. We'd like to hear what the developers think about Pokemon. But we didn't get to hear anything. We didn't get the classic Pokemon Day experience of people celebrating Pokemon and talking about Pokemon. We got a bunch of ads. And that leads me to wonder, do they play the game? Do they even know the game that they are making from a player's perspective? And if the answer is no, then that's a problem. And I've said this before, I've said this generally about Nintendo. As much as I enjoy games that Nintendo put out, there's one thing which I know that Nintendo developers have never used, and that's the eShop. Because if the actual people working at Nintendo actually used the eShop on a regular basis, they would know how absolutely unacceptable the performance is. The fact that I can't even scroll to the bottom of my wish list without it reloading. I can't check the games that are on offer. You know, the games that are on sale. The games that Nintendo want to push forward. I can't scroll through that without it crashing and reloading because there's too many things on screen. If people actually knew how bad the eShop was, it wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be as terrible of an experience as it is to use. Because you wouldn't put up with it. It would be completely unacceptable. But here we are. I didn't mean this to turn into a rant about Pokemon, but I think it's still... It all comes together in the idea of the you in YouTube, is that everyone gets to have an opinion. Even if you disagree with mine, or maybe you do agree with it, or maybe you have a different opinion. That's the wonder of companies, not companies, platforms like YouTube. And to a lesser extent, social media. I feel like social media tends to railroad people into agreeing with certain things, and so that they can all fit into, like, cliques and niches and, you know, little in-groups. I feel like social media is really bad for that. But, I think that it is still a place where you can have a genuine conversation. Especially YouTube. Especially YouTube. YouTube you can put out wherever you want. To a certain degree. Don't say things that are hateful. YouTube will absolutely nuke your channel for that. But, yeah. But I just wanted to talk about that, because that is something that's been on my mind for a little while. People don't just praise something because you like it, or because you like the franchise. Don't criticize it because you feel you don't like the franchise. Be honest with your criticisms. And right now, there's a lot of people criticizing Monster Hunter Wilds. And they're criticizing it because they're having trouble getting it to run on their PCs. And to an extent, there is an element of maybe you need a better PC. To another extent, it's the question of, is this game unoptimized? I can't speak to that because I don't have those problems. But I do hope that they are resolved. I do believe that these problems probably do exist, and I hope that Capcom can get on there. I'm looking forward to updates coming out in the coming weeks and coming months that are going to fix these issues. Hopefully. On behalf of everyone, I pray for that, honestly, because this is genuinely a fantastic game. I've loved the hell out of every second of it so far. Oh no! I just realized I was already logged into the game. Oh. Yeah. I've been kicked into single player mode. Alright. That's fine. Yeah, I timed out to the lobby, that's right. That's fine. That's not a problem. It's not a big deal. I think this is something that's worth talking about. And like I said, maybe this would have been a better conversation or better discussion topic for Aneuryn Plays rather than Monster Hunter. But it was related to Monster Hunter, you know, it was connected to that. That people are having issues, and we want people to complain. We do. Complaining is good. Complaining means that something might get fixed. And toxic positivity only serves to lower the overall quality of a franchise. So complain. If you think that Monster Hunter Wilds is not running the way it should for you, then complain. Fix it, that might get it fixed. And I want everyone to experience this the way that I'm experiencing it. Because I'm loving every moment of it. This has become my favorite Monster Hunter. The monsters are insane. The fights feel meaningful. It's nuts. And I love it. I feel like such a badass running around with this enormous hammer. And I've even done a little bit of practicing yesterday with a light bowgun. So, because I got so pissed off at those flying centipede things that I spent the entire night last night after the stream practicing with a light bowgun. Yeah. I didn't take my medication, and I was awake all night. Go me! But with that one, we're going to jump on into the game. Before I do, I'm going to jump back into the lobby. I should be able to if I talk to Alma. Alma is not at the tent. I do like that the characters walk around. I do like that they are you know, they seem real. They go for walks. They go to see what other people are doing. It's great. It adds like flavor to the world and texture to everyone's day. It genuinely is fantastic to see characters just wander around and look at stalls and look at shops and talk to other characters just in the world. But I can't find Alma. She's gone walkabout. Oh, there she is. I found her. I found her. Okay, lobby search. Oh, you can go to squad lobby search. Oh, interesting. That's how you do the squad lobby. Huh. Alright. Let me just get the... I can't copy and paste it. That's annoying. Let me just get the lobby ID in, and we'll jump back on in. Where is it? Did I not post the lobby ID? Oh yeah, there it is. MF7 5S5 QR. Confirm. Okay, now in the lobby. Let's have a look. Who's in here? Me and Kiko. Brilliant. I could have just started a new one. It wouldn't have made a difference. Alrighty. So we're gonna jump on into the game now. I'm going to be doing, before we do get into it, just want to remind everyone, I'm going to be trying to get through as much of the story as possible. So I'm really pushing on the story over the course of this weekend, so that when we get into the regular streams next week, hopefully we will be just doing multiplayer stuff. So, yeah. I think that'll be... I think that'll be the way to go. At very least, I don't know if I'll be able to finish it today. Probably won't. But I think I'll be finishing the story either next stream or the stream after. But I'll try to get it done as quickly as possible so that we can do more just straight multiplayer stuff. And with that one, let's jump on into the game. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why the game doesn't load as soon as it goes to the screen. I don't know why it kind of pops in like that. Oh well. Oh, I done a little bit of alteration to Burb. I changed his colors up a little bit, and I really like the way that his colors look now. He's not so garish in the face. The bright pink face was a little bit weird, so I've got like a lavender color down his front and on his feathers, and then all of the colors are in his skin, his scales, and his feathers. Also, I changed the black from black to a dark purple. I think he looks great. Alright. I've got a quest to track down a tracktail lizard. I actually have no idea where a tracktail lizard is. I'm pretty sure that's going to be over at the Windward Plains. So I'm just going to do that quickly. And then we'll, you know, move on. Check my login bonus. Monster Field Guide. Endemic Life. So what's a tracktail lizard? I did see a group of lizards over in the desert, actually. And they looked like they were, like, eating each other's tails. Well, not eating each other's tails, but they were, like, latched onto each other's tails as they were walking through the desert. I wasn't sure if it was a lizard or some kind of mammal. It looked a little bit furry. I'll see if I can find it. I wonder if that's the tracktail lizard. Now, if I remember correctly, it was around here. I missed. Tracktail lizard. That was a tracktail lizard. Perfect. Yeah, I thought they may have been like little mammals or something, but no, it's a... That is the right one. Cool. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's a Doshaguma Alpha. Wait, no, wait, whoa. Going the wrong way. Going the wrong way. Actually, I could just fast travel.
Excellent work. I've taken the specimen you collected into my care. With that, our survey of the Windward Plains is complete.
Oh, really? That's all you needed?
There's no way I didn't finish first.
What do you mean?
Oh, pay me no mind. It's nothing.
Wait.
Thank you again for your assistance. Here, allow me to compensate you.
Okay. I got honey. I got honey for doing that. Okay. I guess. I guess. Sure. One of the things that I've noticed we don't have, or at very least I don't think we do, is a... That's pop-up camps. We don't have a farm. At very least, I haven't seen a farm yet. Maybe that something gets opened up later. But we don't have a farm. I would assume it's something that comes later, but yeah. No farm. At very least, I hope it comes up later.
We must keep Azuz safe at all costs.
Okay. Alright, so it says optional, finish your preparations. I don't know what it means by finish preparations. I mean, it is optional, so maybe it doesn't mean anything. But, I love free mats. Yeah, free materials is very useful. Very useful, especially when it's stuff that is difficult to find, like mite seeds. So far, I've only encountered 2 locations for mite seeds. And that's not good enough. Like, frankly, no. I like having demon drugs and armor skins. So, I need more mite seeds. So, yeah, can I have a farm, please? So my items are all set up. My equipment is as good as it's gonna be. Oh, I did want to swap my ingot helm. Hold on a second. I made the ingot helm. Of course she's not here. Why would she be here? Why would our blacksmith be at the blacksmith? What the? Where is she? Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, I'm salty. She's here. She's at the Windwood camp. Why? Why? Okay. Yes, I want to replace this one. I've got Divine Blessing on it, but I wanted something else. I can't remember which one I wanted, though. Oh, that's right. A Jarakan. I need a jewel. And a Jarakan jewel. Because it's got Part Breaker. Actually, I could probably go for... If I could get 2 jewels... If I could get 2 jewels... I could make the helmet and the chest plate. Okay.
You know where to find me.
So, first up, I'm gonna hunt an Ajarakan. If anyone wants to join, you're very welcome to do so. And if there's anyone in the chat that wants to join the hunts today, you too are very welcome to do so. All you have to do is join the lobby, as you can see up there at the top right hand corner of your screen. The lobby code is MF75S5QR. I know that looks like just 3 5s in a row or 3 S's in a row, depending upon the font or depending upon how big your screen is. But I can guarantee that it's 5S5. So I'm going to accept and prep.
First, right?
Okay, quest is accepted. Everyone is welcome to join me. And I just want to double check. Yep. I want a meal. I need a meal. Oh wait, I've still got 43 minutes on the meal I made yesterday. Okay, that's fine. That's good. In that case, we'll jump straight on in. Yeah, feel free to join me. I'm gonna go just jump on in and start attacking the damn thing. So I was under the impression yesterday that a Jarakan was a fire monster. It's actually explosive. Ow! What are you doing? Where's the... There they are. Where do you go? Oh! Oh, whoa, 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 he came around the other way. Clever girl. I also need a cold drink. Oh, bloody hell. Oi! Give me one there. Oh, he gave me a good one there. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I don't have any cold drinks on me. What was I thinking? Okay. Hang on. That's what I need. You guys are not safe. I'll catch the Pokemon so that they're safe.
Drop something.
What I get? Heavy blunt pod. That's not bad. Does a bit of stun damage if you hit him in the face. Good news, I didn't caught in either of my big fire hunts. Annoyingly, Munta only got to join me right at the end of my second hunt, so he barely got to participate, and that was just enough to rob me of being a badass and doing it myself. If I find chill shrooms, I don't know if there are chill shrooms in this area, but there are. Do I want spark flint instead? No, I'll go with the heavy blunt pod. I don't think it's chill shrooms, but there are chill vigamental bugs around. Or chill mental bugs, sorry. Hi. Oh, he's raging. There are chill shrooms on this map? Okay. Am I on fire? Oh. I am. I'm like, why is my health going down? Okay. Oops. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Oh my goodness, that was a big explosion. Oh! I thought he was about to fall over. Instead, he punched me. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, what happened to that? Oh. Are you sure? Because I have never... Well, okay, there's been like 1 or 2 occasions where I have been story locked, but I've gone through all of the areas that you were doing last night, and I wasn't story locked once. Maybe you just have to talk to someone and then it'll unlock. No, not yet. Out, there's a trap. Come on. Oh no. Oh no. Come on. Come on, big boy. I thought you'd get a little bit further along than that, but alright. There he goes. Got a shell, a jewel. I've got 1 jewel. I got 2 jewels. There we go. I can make the armor that I wanted. Sweet. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's right. So that, like I said, you just need to talk to someone. Okay. Hey, that's a pretty good... his skull went away. His head was there just a second ago. Where did it go? Goodness. You're starting to like Eric? Eric is interesting. He's definitely the sort of character that's a little bit weird. But, I guess it's kind of understandable. He's a nerd. Let's be real.
How could we let this happen?
It retreated beneath the Everforge. I'm guessing it's at the bottom of the basin.
Okay, so now I just want to go to Windward Plains again.
Got a sec? Hey,
Right.
got something in mind?
Yes. Now this time, I want you to make me a helmet and a breastplate. Okay? A helmet and a breastplate. Not a sword. A helmet
Ready to get to work?
and a breastplate.
Alrighty.
Okay? Helmets and breastplates. That's what we're looking for today. That doesn't look like a helmet. That's another sword. Oh my goodness.
Perfection.
Good grief. Hey, Hellfire, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I'm gonna need that breastplate as well.
Alrighty.
Breastplate? Breastplate. That looks like another sword. Damn it.
Perfection.
Yes, equip now. Cool. So I have now got Partbreaker and Bombardier. Sorry, Partbreaker level 2 and Bombardier level 1. So that's pretty cool. I'd need another jewel if I wanted the feet for Partbreaker. But I'm quite happy with what I've got on my feet right now. Wait, what do I have on my feet right now? Flinch free. Yeah, no, I'm keeping those. I'm keeping those. I don't trust you guys. You trip me up all the time. I guess flinch free isn't really that big of a deal. When I'm not using the lance, though. Cool. Alright, I'm happy with that build.
To a T.
Let's get over to the oil well basin. And we are going to hunt the Black Flame. Doing good, a little tired. Just got done streaming some Wilds. Finished the story now. It's time for me to do the high rank grind. Nice, well done. I'm doing the Black Flame now. That is my next quest. I do have a question. Does anyone know what optional finish your preparations means? Because I was looking around everywhere last night. I couldn't find anyone to talk to.
That's safe. Just keep working. I think
Oh.
I can free myself up for a bit. What you need?
Wait, she was here the whole time? Oh, I can't make gear though. Okay.
Right. Good luck with. That's it, Maki. Keep it up.
Not a clue? Yeah, I have no idea. I've tried talking to people. I've gone looking around.
Where's the black flame? Let us at it. We'll teach it a lesson.
But like, I don't know what it means by finish your preparations. I've already eaten. I've already got the weapons and stuff that I want. Everybody's scared of the Black Flame. Not me. I'm gonna tell it off. I just need to find it first. Oh, you idiot child. I mean, you sweet summer child. No, idiot. No, idiot. Yeah. That was more accurate. Oh, I can see Kiko. There's a Kiko.
Everyone seems like they're in good spirits.
Everyone seems like
Prepare for the next hunt.
everyone seems like they're in good spirits. You said. Are you looking at the same oil and lava filled hellscape that I am? I don't know. What preparations might there be? Because I've done everything I need to do. I have the weapons I want.
chief has forbidden it, we'd only be getting in their way.
Yeah, that's true.
Every person has a role. Ours is to protect this place. Well,
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it, I suppose. I did want to feel like I was actually, you know, doing everything, but...
Did you see how hot the black flame burned?
Yeah. It really
Yeah, she doesn't give me anything to...
I'm happy to help
If we make
anytime.
it through this, you think we could,
Stop with your death flags.
I don't know,
Leave the black flame to the traveler. We need to focus on diverting all this fire.
I thought, like, Verna might be able to... I don't know. I guess we're just gonna do the black flame stuff then.
What's the plan if this doesn't work?
get the children out. That's the first thing.
Are we going to be okay?
Don't you worry. Everyone's fighting to save the village.
What if we can't?
They will. Just you wait and see.
Okay. So, I suppose I just gotta go looking for the black flame. Just trying to see where I think it might be.
Believe in the travelers.
Yes.
Wait. Okay.
Understood.
Okay, I'm confused. Do I just have to go out and actually look for it, or is there a quest I have to do? Oh, I just gotta go. Oh, look, I've been looking for someone to give me the quest. Okay, that's fine. The quest will activate when you punch it. Okay. Alright. I was expecting that someone would say something along the lines of, "Oh, I think we found we saw it going this way," and then it would update on my map. Right. Okay, well, at least that makes a certain amount of sense now. How do I get out of this place? There we go. Well, there's lots of oil here. I suspect the black flame is somewhere where there's lots of oil. Possibly as deep as I can go. So... That area is a little bit disconcerting. I went the wrong way. Oh no, that's where I just came from. Oh no, this isn't where I came from. Wait, there's actually fresh water down here. This is interesting. Please jump. Thank you. What the? What are those things? They're little sky octopuses. Those are weird. What the heck are they? Oh, are you serious? You're kicking me out to do an update? Okay, I am now in offline mode. Brilliant.
Sacred have such gorgeous wings.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I found the black flame. What is this place? I got a better question. Where is this place? So there's the Everforge. This is the Everforge. Yeah, the ancient forge there. I think this might be like the pump that feeds the forge. But look at all this ancient machinery. Actually, do you know where I can see? I can see those circles. It's the same circles that's in the logo. The same as the circles that are in the earth. In the desert. Like the stone circles. But they appear to be like a symbol made of fire. I didn't notice them before, but yeah, look, they're everywhere. Alright, I guess, seeing as I now have to do an update, I guess what I'll do is I'll go back over to chatting, do the update, and then we'll jump back in and do the hunt. Alrighty, let's sort this out then, because I don't know, I find that kind of annoying. Like, I know it's inevitable. You know, updates will happen, but it's kind of like right in the middle of the stream. Wonderful timing. As always. Yeah. Now, the stream may lag a little bit. Because Steam has got 0 chill. And Steam uses up all of my bandwidth. Yeah, so it's currently lagging out. From my end, my quality is dropped. I'm currently going 8,000 kilobits per second, 7,000 kilobits per second. Yeah, it's like half what it usually is. Speaking about being all bogged up, yeah, my stream is all bogged up. Cool. At very least, it should work now. Hello? It's not starting. The game isn't starting. It says that it's running. It says that the game is currently running, but I can guarantee that it isn't. Okay. It's not starting. It just did the update and now the game's not starting. Sorry, something went wrong. For solutions, please support codefusion.technology. Anti-tamper? What? And when I go to that website, it says internal server error. Yeah, have a good evening, Munta. I don't know what to do now. Well, no one's posted anything now, yet, because it's only just gone live. Like, the update has only just gone live. So no one's talking about it yet. Oh dear. This isn't good. This really isn't good. Someone else has posted it on Twitter. Just updated Monster Hunter Wilds on Steam, and now the game does not start. And all I get is a link to anti-tamper content form, but the contact form doesn't work for me. Okay. Yeah, so this is bad news. It's especially bad news seeing as, no, it's not Steam. It's the game. The game is balked. And there's other people complaining about it now. Oh, hang on. The game started. This time it didn't crash. Yeah, while I've been talking, I've been reading, like, Twitter and saw a post on Reddit. And I've been trying to start the game again, and it wasn't starting. Then this time it just started. So, maybe I just got lucky? Don't know. Okay. Well, at least I'm back in the game. That was scary. I thought I was going to be waiting for, like, the next update. See, this is one of those examples of the benefits and the negatives of easily updatable online game. Well, not necessarily online game. I mean, it does have multiplayer online, but what I mean is, like, a game that is always online is that they can keep pushing updates out, and that can fix things. But also, the negative is they can keep pushing updates out, and that doesn't fix things. In fact, it might break things, and that's not great. Alright, let's get back into the game then. Alright, so I've been restarted back at the Everforge. Is that normal? This is where I was standing when I... Did it not save?
Move!
It's not a big deal, honestly. It's not really that big of a deal. It just...
Plan if this doesn't work.
Are we going to be okay?
This way.
Don't you worry. Everyone's fighting to save the village.
Cam!
Yeah, look, those circles are in everything. They are everywhere. Let's refill on that. Okay. No, it's not that way. Hold on. I think it's this way. Yeah. Okay, this looks familiar. Grab that.
I'll put the materials I gathered in your item.
Whoa, yeah, those things are like jellyfish, aren't they? A sparkler jelly. I could do with like a rock or something useful for my slinger. Wiggly Litchi? Oh, I'll take a Wiggly Litchi. Won't say no to a Wiggly Litchi. Oh, it's more of these... Wait, there's even more of these constructions.
Sure.
I didn't come down here before. Oh, wait, we walked past this at one point. That looks like... Sorry, that looks like rebar. That looks like a concrete construction around a rebar core. What the heck is this? Hang on. Let me just put, okay. These look awfully familiar. They look like, okay, so you get these at the bottom of the ocean. They call them, like mineral smokestacks or something like that. They exist at the bottom of the ocean, and a lot of animals feed off of the minerals and the nutrients that come out of the smokestacks. It's like a really hot area of the bottom of the ocean. This looks like the bottom of the ocean. Especially with all these strange creatures that are down here. What's that? Pure wasp? No, water moss, sleep toad. Not quite what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something I can use as a weapon. Shroom. Yeah, I can see it. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, that's a strange noise. Oh, I am literally walking on fire. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. It's got some range. I figured that I'd be able to use my gun and be, you know, keep at a distance, but it's got a longer range than I do. Ooh. Hang on. I just saw something. I think I might be better off with a hammer. Oh my goodness, that fire really... Whoa! Yeah, okay, my idea of going with the gun for longer range does not apply. Ow. Okay. I think it's scooting. Oh, wow. The way it moves and undulates along the pipes. Okay, and it can dig underground? Oh, Pico, hi there. Okay, so it doesn't seem to have a weak spot. Yeah, it doesn't appear to have a weak spot that turns red after it attacks. Like, there's and it really doesn't have to look at you to attack you either. It just went straight through the bloody wall. This thing is weird. I didn't want to think that it is made of oil. I don't think it is made of oil, but it seems to have the properties of a liquid. Because it just goes through things. Like, I know octopuses are actually able to do stuff like that. But, like, not to this degree. Okay, it's angry now. It's angry but not attacking. What? Okay, there's a wound on one of its tentacles. Oh, damn. I can see another wound. Drat. Oh my goodness. That's not as... Obviously, this is low rank, so it's not as powerful as, say, Fatalis is. Fire attack like that, but it is just as effective. There it is. Oh my goodness. There we go. There's another one. Nice. Oh, that's gonna squish me. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's got a wound on its head. But I can't reach it. Hang on.
More supplies have been added.
Get off. Wait, did it miss? Oh, you are kidding me. Got it.
Looks like the monster's brought somewhere.
Oh, all these poor little hellbenders. I wish this didn't pop up every bloody time. Right, what did it say in my chat log? Oh, turf war. Okay.
How about the materials I gathered in your item box?
Ah, damn it. That is such a wide move. Oh no, I'm on fire. Okay. Oh, ooh. Oh my goodness, that move is ridiculous. Oh my goodness, I'm out of hype. I'm out of mega potions. Hey Kay, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Let's have a look. I wish I had slicing ammo. Like, I can make this thing bleed. Oh, I'm out of piercing. I can make this thing bleed really easily. But cutting things off is not my forte. I tell you what, the recoil on this shotgun is amazing. It knocks me back for a mile. Oh my goodness. Oh my, what on earth is that? He seems to have tired himself out, though, a little bit. Can you swap, please? Thank you. Oh. Goodness. Good hunt, guys. That was different. I've actually gone through all of my potions, all of my mega potions. This thing is horrible. It's just straight up horrible. Oh, bloody hell. What's that? Cerebral spinal fluid. Requires more further investigation before it can be used. Okay. That's the screenshot? That's the screenshot. Me taking recoil damage off my own gun is the screenshot. I love it. Yep, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Ooh, ooh. decorations! I was wondering when they would show up. Did I shoot it? Yeah, I did. I used the special ammo that's used for breaking wounds, because he had a wound on top of his head and I couldn't reach it with the hammer. So I switched to my gun, shot it with the special shot, and that was the kill. It picked the endemic life. Yeah, okay, right. Alright, I guess we...
Emma and the others have it under control.
Time to go back to... Do you know what? I'm just not going to say anything. I'm going to let the video game me do all the narration from now on. Wow. That's a hell of a way to quench something. Good grief.
Well,
It's among the best we've made.
Okay.
It's all thanks to you. Good work, Monkey. Thank you. We owe it all to you.
So it's one guy saying, "It's all thanks to you, Maki," and then the leader's like, "No, it's this guy."
Stunning make.
Studying him out too.
So this is orichalcite. It's a material, like, it's clearly taken its name from, like, calcite, which is, like, calcification, rocks, build up over time, calcite. And orichalcum, which is the...
You did well.
The material that Solon said that Atlantis used.
We owe you and Azu's an apology.
Apparently the power of orichalcum is what gave Atlantis its power back in the day.
It's fine. You did it for us. We were the ones who got carried.
And no one else knew how to make it.
All's well as long as the Everforge is working.
Thought I'd seen it all.
Gemma? The boss said I did well. I think he's really excited for the next one. That's great. When everything was falling apart, I was ready to give up, you know. But then, you really yelled the courage right back into me. You single-handedly saved the day.
I don't know about that. I think you can't get a finished product without all the components coming together, right?
Yeah.
Right? Just straight for the boobs. I mean, I can't really argue with that.
People sure are strong.
I agree with Maki. Yeah, me too. And then okay, so I don't think that's an ancient version, like an older version of the Everforge. I think what we went past down the bottom was the cistern that was pumping the oil and the lava up.
For everything you have done.
All of Azusa's tribes owe you our lives and livelihoods.
What do you intend to do next?
I'm going Disney World.
We'll begin by returning to the Plains base camp. We have to share our findings with our colleagues.
Really? But the season of plenty is just starting. Surely there's no harm in staying a little longer and enjoying it.
It's not the worst idea I've heard.
No, to be fair, I'll stick around. You guys take the information back.
It was arrogant to think we could harness the Fire Spring's power anytime we want.
Turns out too much of a good thing can be a bad thing.
Was that the first time the Fire Spring ever broke its cycle?
Yes. Werner explained that our seasons are produced by some artificial mechanism. Not sure I believe it. Everything we consider nature isn't natural. We're gonna need some time with that one.
Werner was just trying to make things better for us. We won't hold it against him.
Interesting.
Chief Yabron, you mentioned hearing stories about the Black Flame when you were a boy.
Yes. I pored over some old tomes and finally found what I believe might be its name.
Oh?
It is called New Udra.
The apex predator of this
What happened to old Nudra? What happened to the old one? If that's the new one, what happened to the old one? Well, I guess I've already broken the new one, so. Oh well.
all units of the expedition will be converging at the Windward Plains base camp. Rosso from the Rubrum unit is requesting our support. We should find him at our earliest opportunity.
Okay. Can I turn the volume up? Not at the moment. Hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, yep. Thank you. There you go. I've turned it up a little bit. Not like a huge amount, but, I don't have a huge amount to play with. Alright, so I just got a bunch of new titles, so I want to take a look at those before we move on. Wait, Wait, how do I... Oh, there you go. Let's see what I've got. What's the new ones? That bird's eating my head? He is indeed. But that's okay. I'll let him eat my head. It's fine. Yeah, I like that this whole page you can like edit add stuff to it. It's really cool. This is like a huge step up from previous Hunter cards, you know? Can I change this? So look. So I got some... Oh. Oh, these are nice. Bit more classy. I like my bright colors, though. Ooh, that's really nice. Yeah, I'll stick with the one I got. Expedition colors magenta. And I come back in and Kiko's dancing behind me, because of course she is. Alrighty, so, that is the Black Flame dealt with for now. If folks want to join us for any hunts, or if folks want us to join them for any hunts, best way to do that is to join our lobby. The lobby code is MF75S5QR. And we'll be able to help you out. Also, I want to add a bunch of people to my friends list and invite some people to the guild that we have going. I wonder what I can make with that, with the Black Flame stuff. Oh, you're up to the same point as me? Oh, right, okay. I thought you were gonna go ahead. Righto, that's fine. Hellfire surged ahead. Well, yeah. I'm only playing the game, like, to do the story when I'm on stream. So all the time that I spent in the game yesterday, after the stream, was just me, you know, farming for parts. Hellfire's level 11. Wow. Okay, so Kay, I've sent you a friend request. And I've invited you to our guild. Oh, no. I'm going to do... Today is going to be about story. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to finish the story today, but I'm going to try and get as much of the story done today as possible. So, when we get to doing the regular streams as of next week, it'll all be multiplayer from that point onwards. So, where do we have to go next? Talk to your guild mates. Talk to Rosso in the Windward Plains. Okay, so I want to talk to everyone who is in the expedition.
Sorry about Werner. Thanks for cleaning up his mess.
The dude's a jerk.
It's been a real hand-wringer for Olivia.
Honestly, it's a mystery to me how the two of them even get along.
Are you kidding me? Those two are so much alike. If anything, it feels like I'm the one struggling to keep up with them.
They've got one major difference.
If it wasn't for Olivia and Werner, we probably wouldn't even be in the guild.
But...
Which I guess I shouldn't say too loudly, or they'll leave me in the bushes somewhere.
Oh, I've been considering leaving you in the bushes for a while now. Don't worry about that. No, I think he's right. Olivia and Werner are very similar. They've got one major difference, though, and that is the expression of their lack of people skills. Olivia has a wall. She's a very strong personality. And she basically puts up barriers between herself and other people. That's just the fact that she's not a people person. Werner is not a people person, but he's more abrupt about it. He's more upfront about it. He's more likely to just say what he's thinking, and that comes off as very abrasive And he comes off as very arrogant because he refuses to learn people's names. But it stems from the same issue. Neither of them are good in social situations. And I suppose that's the reason why both of them do get along, is because they recognize they have that limitation, even if they express that limitation differently. What happened? Oh, nothing really. We killed the Black Flame, and I've been watching the cutscenes.
Hey, congrats on another job well done. The heat was on, but you were blazing.
Actually, I was on fire. I wasn't blazing. I was on fire. I was actual fire.
Right back at you.
Oof.
Everyone.
That delivery.
The rest of the team, the villagers, it was amazing. And Maki's whole outlook's really turned around. All that fire really put a shine on her.
And that little girl that used to be a lot like her, does she approve?
Oh, yikes. Are we really going there?
We're going there.
I guess.
I'm gonna start playing Monster Hunter 4 again. I remember when... Oh my goodness.
That's how proud she'd be. Thanks, Hunter. You're a good friend.
Oh no.
You know, I might just hang on to you.
Wait, oh, what? Okay. Sure. I'm just thinking, like, you've got the Forge Maiden. Was it Forge Maiden? I think it was Forge Maiden. You got the Forge Maiden in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, and this is her now. Feel old yet? Yes. Yes, I do. Funny you should ask. I feel very old. Thank you. Yep, hi. Yep. And you know what? They actually did something really cool with this, is that they actually had her say, you remind me of someone that I used to know. Obviously, she's talking about you, but you when you played 4.
So, yeah, guess I made trouble for you back there.
Yeah, you did. I don't... I don't need to respond, do I? Just take that screenshot, thank you very much. Sorry, I missed that.
What's that? I think my ears are still ringing from all the monster roars. Could you say that again?
Seriously? Fine. I caused everyone a lot of trouble.
Yeah, you did. Oh, yeah, you
Trouble's
did.
Just for me, I can handle it. But that's not the problem.
Look, I know what you're going to say. Thing is, my brain doesn't work like other people's. I still don't think what I did was wrong.
Oh, so you're a sociopath.
Sometimes you're just going to have to spell it out for me. And that's fine. I can take it, you hear?
No, that's not Asperger's. That's downright sociopathy. He doesn't think what he did was wrong, even though it nearly killed an entire town. Good lord.
Oh there. That festival was a spectacle we won't soon forget, huh? The sparkle on that aura calcite.
Yeah, the aura calcite is
Thanks for
gorgeous.
defending Azus while I was
It's
gone.
like,
It freed me up.
it's kind of like tar. You know, it's got that oil sheen, but it's a nice black
Keeping
material.
Safe is what I live for. It's my guiding astrum, you might say.
Ah, that's where that name comes from.
Kept everyone safe. Not a single life was lost. Nothing matters more to me than that.
See, she cares about people, but at a distance. He just doesn't seem to care about people. Or if he does, he can't see past his own I don't want to say ego. I don't think it's ego. It's just... So let's see, we've got Nata and... Nata and... Who else has a green dot next to their name? Alma, perhaps? Alma. No? That's Nata.
Hunter, wasn't the Fire Spring Festival incredible?
Scary as hell. I was on fire for most of it.
Did you have fun?
I had so much fun. I'm really happy I was able to see this place. The people are so full of life and creative and shouty. They go after things with all they've got.
It's a good,
Where I come from, people aren't quite like that.
it can be a good trait, and it can be a bad
I
trait.
wanted to say thank you for making this journey with me. I know I haven't been much help yet, but I'll do my best to guide us to my village.
You're fine. You're fine. You don't need to worry about that stuff. I could have sworn I saw a... I could have sworn I saw a green dot down here somewhere, but... You're not just another guest, you're our savior, a far-flung friend to every one of us here. So seeing as we're friends, I've got something to ask you. Got a minute? See, my guys here are all fascinated by the stuff you're carrying around. I thought maybe we could trade you some of what you've got. No pressure if nothing catches your eye. Okay, you're referring to the weapons? Give villagers in different regions the special items that they are looking for to receive items, materials, and new cooking ingredients. Okay.
It's the same as always to me.
I don't mind that, as long as you're not asking for weapons. Hey, you're looking lively. First quest full, admittedly I wasn't super prepared. The first... What was the first one again? The Cataclysmic? I think so. Yeah, that's still the first one, the same as it was in the beta test. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Look, new monsters can sometimes take a little bit of getting used to. Don't feel down about it. You'll get it. And Cataclysmic is quite a fun fight. I personally really like Cataclysmic. Okay, let's trade. Let's see what we got. Oh, you want to trade for mud shrimps? Fine antimite. Antimite. I don't even know where to find that. Probably from...
Later.
Probably from mining. Seeing as that guy is into his minerals, I would assume it's mining. Wait, this means I can now trade and get Kanafa cheese. I probably do need to get some more Kanafa cheese. Right, so I've spoken to Gemma, I've spoken to Nata, Olivia, Verna. Who have I missed? Who else is here? Oh, Eric as well. I spoke to Eric. Smelting foundry. A lot happened, to understate it, but only reason we're still here happily working is you. So I figured I'd kit out the forge here to smelt armor spheres. Oh! I'd also like to give you a fair share of the auricalcite we produced. Oh, really? Yeah, I'll take it. So yeah, drop by any time. I'll be waiting. Use monster parts to smelt armor spheres. The quality and quantity of smelted armor spheres will depend on the amount of smelting points you gain from the materials used. That's really cool. Where there's me and a forge, there's smelting. Okay, fair enough. I mean, usually where there's a forge, there's smelting. Let's have a look. Smelting foundry. Festival shares.
It's yours.
Dreacite? Auricalcite? Argosite? Speclite? And Argosite. Cool, thank you. Appreciate it.
Get started.
And so, armor spheres. Regular armor spheres cost 10 points each. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is so useful. Like, I think a lot of people will end up with a lot of armor spheres anyway, generally speaking. But when you're trying to grind up a bunch of higher level armors, that's going to be really useful. Okay, Ada. What do you want to trade? You all have done so much for us. Okay. If possible, I'd love to put this connection we forged to use in our craft work. So I was thinking, if you're open to it, maybe we could trade some things from our collections. Burb, what are you doing? Nothing lights the creative spark quite like laying hands on some new exotic material. Glad you're here. I'm happy to see you. Okay, what trades do you have? Blast nuts? She wants oh no, we'll receive blast nuts for mystery bones. Used to make sticky ammo. I mean, that's fine. That's not a terrible deal. There we go.
I thank you.
I can make sticky ammo now. Yeah, I don't know who the other person is. Unless it's Alma and it's just not showing a,
Yes.
No, I don't want to see the quests. I've spoken to Eric, Gemma, Verna, Olivia, Nata, I don't know what I'm missing. Good hunter. I learned that the fire in one's heart is not something to be restrained. Let it burn, surging ever upwards. I would love to show you the young'uns here some of your exotic possessions to broaden their world. It would please me greatly if you would join me in barter, as time permits, of course. Sure, let's have a look. What have you got to trade? Auric oil for flashbug phosphor. Yes, I will trade that. Oh, right. Two auric oil for flashbug phosphor. That's fine. Perfect, thank you. Wilk pebbles for mite seeds. Okay.
Come again soon.
I am going to have to keep an eye out for Wilk pebbles. Oh, there is actually one other person I didn't think to talk to. Bartholomew. Oh, which I can't talk to him. Okay, never mind. It could be the merchant? I guess? Support desk. Shipment of rations have come in. Cool. I'll take that. Thank you. Merchant? Investigations run on provisions, yeah? Oh, you got me. Pull together some items I can stand up. Oh. Don't forget to sneak a couple into your item pouch before you go. Cool. Let's see what we got. Oh, wait, item box. So I can get cool drinks and hot drinks. I'll grab a few barrel bombs because I don't have any right now.
Glad I stocked up on that.
I'll also grab some large barrels so I can make some large barrel bombs.
Glad I stocked up on that.
Okay, cool.
I'll be sure to get restocked.
Thank you. Yeah, I have no idea who the sixth person is.
You know, if there's anything I learned
Oh.
from my time in Azus, it's this.
It was Alma.
I asked the people, why do you keep it up? Crafting the same old things the same old way. They all looked at me and said, why? Why? 'Cause we likes to, that's why.
She's adorable.
That's a pretty universal reason. Why study things? Why hunt? 'Cause we likes to.
Is that what they sound like?
Anyway, I might have been too fixated on our differences. But we're all made of the same stuff. People are people, wherever you go.
Absolutely.
I'm glad I got to spend time with the people of Azus.
Okay, so that's everyone. Talk to Rosso on the Windward Plains. Okay, that's an easy, fast travel. Take me home, country burb. Someone help Kay 'cause I'm having a time. Okay, I can help Kay. That's not a problem. I'll scale down my weapons. Oh, actually, I need to grab potions too. What did I just do with my... Oh, no, that's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, cool. Oh, I can't. Oh, I'm finally story locked. That's, Kiko was saying that she was story locked earlier. I finally have experienced this. Let me just talk to this person. I should be out of the story. Oh, Rosso.
There you are. I wish to discuss our next move. Do you have a moment?
Sure.
This way. All right, good. Everyone's here. Let's begin.
Some time has passed since we entered the Forbidden Lands. We should review what we've learned.
Good idea.
What is the relation between the weather and the Wilk?
The weather follows a pattern of seasons. Fallow, then inclemency, and finally a season of plenty. These events occur in a cyclical rhythm.
Okay.
Right. And the rhythm is most likely controlled by the energy flowing through the land spine.
That energy is called Wilk. It's a part of everyday life across these lands.
Makes you want to know where it comes from, doesn't it?
I don't know where the energy comes from, but it seems to be crystallizing as this Wilk, but it's...
The land spine down under the basin, but it seemed to continue on past the ice shard cliffs.
Then we need to investigate the far side.
Yeah, definitely.
The white ray appeared during the downpour in the sand tide,
which lends strong evidence that it's feeding on the elemental energy those inclemencies produce.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Strange then that it didn't appear during the fire spring?
Indeed. Why didn't it?
Maybe the black flame was keeping it away?
It already has all the elemental energy it needs.
seeing as there have been no further sightings. It'll be hell picking up its trail again.
I suggest our unit looks for a way to pass beyond the ice shard cliffs.
I know a place.
News for you. Remember the thick ice blocking the passageway? I have confirmation that the black flame seems to have melted it away.
Ooh.
The path that leads to my village?
That's interesting.
You can investigate the land spine and the keepers. Two birds with one stone.
Then that's our objective.
Astrum unit will set up a base camp at the ice shard cliffs to further our research.
Oh, thank goodness.
Now we all know what to do. Let's get to it.
Right. Oh, no, I'm still...
That was where the obstruction was.
Look! I can finally go home. This way, everyone!
I don't know about rushing off, kid, honestly. Wait, what are we doing? Oh.
This is definitely the right way. I can't wait to see everyone. And Uncle Tashin!
Cut. Sorry, look.
Did you really walk this whole way by yourself? That's incredible, Nata.
This kid is getting a bit, his hopes up a bit high, I think.
Thanks to Nata, our two worlds have been connected. We will find his people.
Don't feed into, we don't know if they're still alive.
Lead the way, Nata.
Okay.
Oh, this poor kid. If we get there and there's like nothing there, he's gonna be so disappointed. Oh, this feels cruel.
It's completely different here.
I don't remember all these dropped a glove. It must be here somewhere.
He did. When he was dangling off the cliff, he dropped his hand slipped out of his glove. He's clearly wearing gloves that are way too big for him.
Found it.
Now, it has been a couple of years, so he's gotten a bit taller. Look at the energy on the floor. It's the same as in the, in Ray Dow's nest. That's like raw elemental energy just coming out of the ground.
Let's go.
That's the way to the village.
It's just there's so much of it that it's just there. Oh! Oh. Oh no. What the hell are those? Oh, criminy. Alright.
Something's wrong.
I leveled down my gear. I'm wearing low level gear right now. What? That fulgurite was just created out of nothing.
Did its attack create them?
Oh my goodness. That was quick. That's way quicker than I was expecting. Okay. 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 Hold on a second. I need to actually think about this. Oh, I've already got my armor skin and, okay. Got some nitro toads here. Wait, that didn't activate them? Okay. Alright. I got it. I got this. What else am I carrying with me? Oh! Perfect. Dodge roll, please. Okay, so I only have one lower rank weapon. I actually have a... What the hell? I still have one good weapon on me.
That looks like a good place to set up camp.
Don't think about camp right now.
I got it. Regenerating. I need to destroy them before they fully heal.
Are you serious? They regenerate?
It's leaking from its wound. That's the place to attack.
Oh, there's more than one. Okay.
Can absorb the Wilk. Does that replenish its energy?
Oh, they're fighting each other. They don't act as a pack. Whoa, okay, and it can just explode. Fair enough. Oh, I don't like that his wounds can heal, though. Yep. And they're smarter too. They turn their wounds from you. If they know that you're targeting one of their wounds, they turn away from you. Damn it. I dodge rolled. I could have sworn I was holding back when... Come on, one more step. There we go. Oh, he's powering up again, look. Oh no! Oh, I just couldn't get away from that one. Good lord. The range this thing has. If we can attack its back right leg, his back right leg doesn't have any calluses on it. We should be able to open a wound on it. Oh, and I've got his underside. Second one. He still got me. He's paralyzed. Go. Go. Okay, his side's open. Oops, sorry, bud. Come here. Wait, did I just swap my weapon? I didn't mean to do that. Even an accidental shot knocks me flying.